So if this planet feels wrong, it's not that the gravity's strong, it's that whenever we speak, our words get turned into song. But I think that it's worse. I think it's 'cause of the curse. I think to cancel the spell, we have to kill Croc in reverse.
Damn it, Spinister! What part of conjugate the verb don't you understand?
Croc, it's happening again.
Check us out, blending in.
You'd think we were born and bred on Magistera 6.
I love how the Holomatter program creates avatars that reflect our individual personalities.
I don't know, Fulcrum. I think the program's struggling with Magisterian gender. Do I look like a...
The fate of the entire universe rests on my next move, Spinister. And the worst thing is, if we win, we won't remember this moment or the perfectly logical series of events which gave rise to it.
I can't tell if Grimlock's up close or far away.
That's why it's called a perspective trap. Try to think in 3 dimensions while I build a makeshift vanishing point. I know what's happened. It's obvious what's happened. I want to know how we can make it unhappen. I wish I could say I was surprised, but it was only a matter of time before we turned on each other. We're Decepticons. War or no war, betrayal's what we do best. That said, I didn't think things would fall apart as quickly as they did. Or as violently. Whatever bonds we'd forged over the last few years were burnt the moment the first shot was fired. Can you burn bonds? Croc at least tried to restore order. When he was killed, and God, that was messy, all hell broke loose. And I can't help but feel... Of course you can! Burn bonds. It's a saying. People say it. Focus, Misfire. You're fighting for your life. Misfire is a weird name when you say your own name in your head. Misfire. Misfire. Shatter! You shatter bonds! You don't burn bonds! Who the hell burns bonds? Grimlock, the first to fall. Still can't believe he didn't get back up. All of which means there's just the 2 of us left. Me and...
Spinister!
Ugh. You just shouted out your own name, you pinhead!
Yes, to confuse you.
Yeah? Well, confuse this!
That doesn't make any sense either. Enough!
Ow! Careful!
I would have waited an eternity for this. It's over, Misfire.
Yeah, fair enough.
What the? Crankcase? That was my shot. You're not even playing. True, but I can't listen to someone else's party without wanting to pop their balloons.
If anyone's hacked off, it should be me. I really thought I had this one in the bag.
You get distracted too easily. Too busy listening to the voices in your head.
They're called thoughts. Let me know if you ever have one. Although, you'll probably try and shoot it out your brain. That's where thoughts live.
Yes, like squirrels.
Yeah.
I think Spinister is referring to the internal monologues whenever we play Shoot Shoot Bang Bang.
Hey, I've copyrighted the name. You have to pay me whenever you say it, or invent your own.
Whenever we play Crankcase doesn't understand how trademarks work, you go all quiet and gaze into the distance.
Fulcrum was right. I did have a peculiar habit of...
See? You're doing it now!
Crankcase, what the hell are you doing out here?
A question I ask myself every day.
We're about to crash into Tebris 7. Why aren't you piloting?
Oh, chill the hell out. This crate lands itself.
G. Say it after me. G.
Grrr.
Excellent! Now try R.
Grrr.
Okay, that's the same sound. You're making the same...
Me Grimlock.
Yes. Yes, I know you can say your name, but I want you to spell it. Spell it, then write it. Then, I don't know, we'll attempt something less ambitious. Universal happiness. Come on, Grimsy. We've been working on this for months now. Ever since we found you. Your comprehension's improved, but... That's you, okay? Grimlock of Iacon. And back in the day, you were fearsome. We tell stories about you to the new recruits. Scare the bejesus out of them. And then, something snapped. In your head. In your spark. Something snapped and... I don't know when it happened, or why, or who was to blame. I know you were a prisoner, but I don't think this has anything to do with Garrus 9. I have a contact who says you went missing. He didn't say you escaped. He didn't say you were sprung. He said missing. Oh, well done! Well done! Are you smiling under there? Are you... Ew! You've drained your tank! Oh man, it's all over the floor! All over my feet! I tell you I could... Who did this to you, buddy? Who hurt you? Good!
Let me tell you, the infiltration protocol is the greatest mystery of our time. Phase 1 is infiltration, obviously. Phase 2 is... stirring things up. Yes, I'll accept that. Phase 2 is destabilization, okay. So, Phase 3. Who can tell me what Phase 3 is? Anyone? No.
I liked it
because
when
no
we-
one knows.
I'm trying to
Well,
watch.
No one. What's that? Someone shouted paperwork. Yeah, nah. You can't... I like how that would work. You can't infiltrate. Phase 3 administration. You can't infiltrate an alien civilization and steer it towards extinction without writing lots of reports. So anyway, I've been part of infiltration squads and... Ooh. Bit of a temperature drop in the room there. Don't worry, they weren't planets that you cared about. But no, I've been in squads and after Phase 2, it's like, what now? Should we skip straight to Phase 6? Total annihilation? Should we call Megatron and... Hey Migs, that planet you wanted to cyberform? It's all yours. Send Overlord. And he's like, already? You're 75 years ahead of schedule. So Megatron the Autobot, I know, right? I wasn't surprised. I always knew he'd turn, 'cause you can always tell the closest Autobot. But there are still some of us who won't accept it. I'm like, he's wearing the friggin' badge. He's wearing on his chest, the sad little upside down face. But it's a ruse. That's what they say. The deniers. He's staying in his own infiltration protocol. So right now, he's stuck on this ship with, I'm not even kidding, with the biggest bunch of no-hopers you could ever imagine. I'm telling you, these Autobots, I just can't. They're the absolute worst. Anyway, he's on this ship while the rest of us give up, give in, have breakdowns, surrender, sell out 6 states of the Comitica, whatever. And he's thinking this is so going to plan. Phase 1 infiltration, sorted. Phase 2 destabilization, yep, totally underway. Phase 3, he's trapped on board this ship with these Autobots. He's pretending to be a good guy. He's agreed to stand trial for his crimes. He can't back down now. And he's like, what the hell is Phase 3? I should know this. I invented this. Why didn't I write it down?
Hello? Everyone okay?
Everyone alright? We're fine. Thanks, Croc. Are you okay? We were so worried we buggered off and left you lying on the floor. Where's my... Misfire! Who's taking my NJAX? It was labeled, Misfire? I labeled it. I put a label on it.
And we used to say to him, Megatron, mate, why not get all the Phase Sixers and throw them at the Autobots? Like, forget the planets. You can cyberform as many planets as you like once you've killed all our enemies. You're not making the best use of your assets.
What are you watching? It's very loud.
That new post-war comedian, the self-hating Decepticon, bit observational, bit edgy, says the unsayable.
Oh, really? Bet he doesn't go anywhere near the DJD.
This is from the No Hard Feelings tour. There's some absolutely classic Starscream Ratbat stuff. I can't do the voices, but it is liquid magic.
Crankcase doesn't think so.
Grumpatron? Ignore him. His smile's not working.
Facial paralysis again? Are you sure you won't let Spinister fix your head? He's a brilliant surgeon.
He's a brilliant surgeon who classifies random objects as goodies or baddies depending on the sound they make when he punches them. I don't want him anywhere near my brain.
Wait a minute. That's Skull Cruncher. I know him.
Oh my god! You're the monoformer! Ha! Brilliant! Seriously, he does this whole routine about you. The incompetent strategist who named himself after his dead pet. You served on a war world together.
Yes, and he was a joke. Well, now he's a billionaire. Mainly thanks to the merchandising.
Take it. I got one for each of us.
What the hell? That's the new TV!
Look at us. What are we doing with our lives? The WAP's falling to bits. We've never got any money. And when we're not playing Shoot Shoot Bang Bang, vandalizing Autopedia, or trolling the big conversation, we're dismantling our dead comrades. We need to get a grip. And you know why? Because the war's over, and all the wishful thinking in the world ain't gonna bring it back. So much for this being a blip. Nuh-uh. I'm sorry, folks, but this is it. Every lazy Decepticon's worst nightmare. Lasting peace. When we found you on Clemency, we didn't know what was going on. Now we do, and it's worse than we thought. The Autobots have won, Megatron's flipped, and Starscream's in charge of Cybertron. Starscream! At least the Autobots were upfront about wanting to kill us. I wouldn't trust Starscream to tell me my own name.
What's the matter? It's not like you to rant, and you've started clicking again. Is this about...
It's about Skull Cruncher. It's about yet another ex-con who's made good. Everyone else is busy becoming successful, while I'm writing my name on cans of cheap NJAX. Random example. Agonizer. He and I were built side by side. We trained together. He used to go out every night decapitating Autobots. Now he's an antiquarian on Troja Major. He's settled down. He's happy. And fair play to him. Then bite back. An MTO for pity's sake. Total non-entity. And he ends up launching the big conversation. He's breaking it in.
What do you mean every lazy Decepticon's worst nightmare? We have adventures. We do stuff.
No, Crankcase. Stuff does us. We should be taking control of our lives, deciding what we want and making it happen. No more surprises. I've got this! I've got this! No one panic! Who's panicking? Hey! Not necessary. 10 more seconds and he'd have passed out. You know what he's like when he fits. Lock him in his room. Fine. Whatever. I'm sorry, Misfire, but I don't think your pet can be house-trained. And he's getting stronger. We might not be able to contain him next time. Not to worry, because next time you can get your old squad to come help us out, right? Give the old communicator a clickety-click?
Hey, not cool.
Oh, sod off, Fulcrum! We've been walking on eggshells for years. Maybe a good stamp will clear the air.
Guys, the giant TV is talking to me again. And it's changed its face. It says its name is Demus.
For the last time, it's not a television.
Welcome to Turbus 7. You must be the Scavengers.
It's pronounced Scavengers.
It's a name I'm keen to kill off. Too close to scroungers. We're just 5 Decepticons trying to make a modest living.
Good, because I have a modest proposal. Do you need me to resend my coordinates? You've landed over 100 miles away.
No. No, I know exactly where you are. Sit tight. We're on our way.
So come on then, this Demus guy.
Deathsaurus gave him an honorable discharge after the war ended. He came out here and set up his own scrap metal business. Very successful.
Are we gonna kill him and steal his money? Ha! Joking. But seriously, are we gonna kill him and steal his money?
Crankcase, that's Croc's friend you're talking about.
I don't know him personally, although we were both members of Triple M. Amazing. He was so anti-alt mode he couldn't watch someone change shape without becoming physically ill. He had all his kibble surgically removed. Couldn't look at himself in the mirror. Anyway, that's how we got in touch, through the Triple M subgroup on the BC. The scrapyard's just ahead, Spinister. Make sure he doesn't see you change.
Nice dump.
He can't be that rich, can he? There's not that much money to be made in scrap. He owns 14 moons. Moons?
He collects them. Vintage moons.
No, he doesn't. Does he?
Oh my god. He's gonna give us a job. We're gonna end up on the payroll. We're gonna be employees. We're gonna have responsibilities. I feel sick.
Look at your feet.
Demus?
The inhibitor chips will stop your friends from using their transformation cogs. Don't worry, the chips will burn out after an hour. No harm done. I'm sorry. I have a condition.
You seem distracted. Expecting anyone else?
Always. Forgive the rather circuitous route to my office. I'm in the middle of a stock take, and it's chaos.
Stock take? I thought you were a scrap metal merchant.
I am. What I don't sell, I used to build these.
Toys?
Toy pitch. I started off making domestic appliances, and the best sellers were always the ones that looked like they had faces. So I branched out. They're a bit of fun. Limited battery life, few pre-recorded phrases, some glow-in-the-dark panels.
How much?
Sorry, they're all pre-sold. I can't keep up with demand. Now, to business.
We want triple the Decepticon stipend, a company speedster each, new, not secondhand, and 15 recharge breaks a day. That's 15.
Oh, you think I'm going to offer you jobs? Why would I offer any of you jobs? I want your prisoner.
Prisoner?
You mean Grimlock?
The Dinobot. Yes. I'd like to buy him off you.
You what?
Buy him?
Bizarre.
What am I reacting to? And is anger appropriate?
Wait, everyone. Shh. Tell them how much.
I'll give you 500 million. Each. Now, if you'll excuse me for a moment, I can see my offers taking some of you by surprise. By all means, talk it through.
Okay. So hear me out.
Of course it's me. Who else would be? Because I'm a frickin' target, that's why. Where are you? You said you'd... Yes, that was a whole deal. I agreed to help you out, and you guaranteed protection. Now scratch your back. You stop mine getting shot to bits.
Crankcase, with 500 million, you could buy your own starship. You could get your head fixed by the best neurosurgeons in the galaxy. And Spinister, you could go hunting all the time. Imagine all those little fleshlings running for their lives.
Are you really okay with this?
Of course I am. Aren't you? 500 million. You could use it to... What is it you want to do again?
I'm doing what I want to do, and you're clearly not, or we wouldn't be here. There's a list, and I know I am. You can't do what I do and expect it to go unnoticed. So please just send a squad in. Forget it. I'm dead.
Misfire? Oh, you've remembered I'm here. You were rehabilitating Grimlock, and we were going to take him home. I know that was the plan, but things change. You think Starscream would thank us for dumping a Dinobot on his doorstep? He'd see it as a threat. He'd see us as a threat.
And pawning him off to a stranger is a guaranteed better outcome for him? And anyway, I thought we weren't even going home anymore.
I have to say, I'm uncomfortable about this. Why would a scrap metal merchant pay 2.5 billion Shanix for a brain-damaged Autobot? We should at least put it to the vote. Come on, Croc. When the DJD were gonna kill us, we voted. Fight or flight.
Okay, but you need to learn to read the room. Vote to sell.
Because?
Because $500 million.
That's your argument. 3 words.
Your turn. State your case.
What am I supposed to do? Talk about my feelings? Bare my frickin' soul? Fine. My 3 words. He needs me. Or I need him. Take your pick.
I vote don't sell. I don't like what the alternative says about us.
Sorry, Misfire. Sell. I really want my own spaceship.
Sorry, Misfire. I really don't like Grimlock. There. 3-2. Who says Decepticons can't reach an agreement without...
Run!
Who did this?
Been after me for months. I didn't think... Now then. Who's next?
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that.